21 minutes after is 8 is Prefab FM Varsity Online Radio. This is coming to direct from F20 right here at Riverside, where everything is going down. The guys is a lot of gentlemen. But before that, let's thank Ashley Tikadzwamke will give you nothing but a sports review over the weekend. He's doing some wonders. Okay, Rasmus?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Everything about sports regardless of issue of football, the cricket, rugby. So what I can tell about this guy, straight reliable listeners.
Talking about listeners, man, the issue the guy go beyond the miles is the Tropic of Capricorn listeners, the Tropic of Cancer listeners, and the equator. Because we are reaching North America like hell, we're reaching Europe like hell, Indonesia, New Zealand. If I can go into numbers, you'll be amused. We don't have time for that. Taking us 22 minutes after it's 8. What to look for on the show? We have the manager of Dino Agency and Event Management right here in the studio, and also Mr. Univen and Miss Univen will be joining us through telephonically, and also Mr. Kenneth Thomas Mate, a seasonal guest on this particular show, man. Talking about seasonal guests. He's not just seasonal guests, but he's an influencer, human capacity coach.
Yeah.
Therefore, you need to tune in to him. And lastly, on its own, we have a Queen of Talk, the author of the book called Shades of Shock.
Chawambeya Ramkum.
Talking about shades of shock, that means in shock there are shades. Let's not waste time. After this jingle, we interact with the manager of Dino Agency and Event Management. That's Silas for you. Are you there, man?
Yes.
Are you there?
Good.
We'll be back right here in 22 hours.
The coolest station online.
Yeah, that's us.
'Cause we play
This.
Taking us to 23 minutes after it's 8. We don't have time to waste, Rasmus.
So not go to the number to Wakanda straight tree.
Talking about Ndaba Straight Tree. That's vendor for you, Habari, Asibugu, Mchena. That's another way. Talking about Swahili, which is must be an English of Africa country. That's the language that I'm taking that from. But before I introduce my guest, there was an event happening right there at auditorium between, that was Saturday. That was Mr. and Miss Univen.
Mr. and Miss Univen, yeah.
The event is, we call it a seasonal event that happens everywhere during those times. That will be before the elections and a lot of various things. But on that particular event, they crown Mr. and Miss Univen.
Mr. and Miss Univen.
But before we get into Mr. and Univen, let's understand what a beauty contest or beauty pageant is all about.
So, what are you trying to say is that we're not different.
What I'm trying to say is that before Mr. Univen came into occasion as a face, before you had Prefab FM Live Now, there are some machines that operate there.
Yeah.
So therefore, an agent or the guys that make sure, or the beauty guys agent that work behind the scenes, they're the one that must organize that event to be there. Okay. You get what I'm talking about? So that event can be there.
Yeah. It's
like Thomas Edison when he invented the lights. There was no light before, but he mixed something in order for the light to be there.
Okay.
I hope you understand now.
Yeah,
are you there, Rasmus Zion?
Yes.
That's what he does in the class. 25 minutes after the hour 8, right here. Let's take this time to say the DINOSHA Agency and Event Management CEO, that's Mr. Silas himself. Good evening and welcome, sir.
Good evening, how are you, listeners?
You only greet the listeners. What about us?
Yes, how are you?
I'm dark and lovely, but I'm still in good shape for summer than Mr. Univen. Let's just bring it down, man. Talking about beauty pageant. What is beauty pageant? There are a lot of people that don't understand about beauty pageant. They just read it's all about sexy bodies and those bikinis that guys they want to see in the ladies. Yes. What exactly are we talking about when we talk about beauty pageant on his own?
Okay, thank you very much. And before I can go to that, let me start by congratulating Mr. and Miss Univen that they've made it on the event that we have. It's an annual event. When we talk about a beauty pageant, it's something which it goes beyond beauty. It's something which it starts before you can even start talking about a look. It's something which is within. It's beauty which is within. When we talk about beauty pageant, we talk about confidence that is within someone. The confidence that you are having is the beauty of an African. Number one, I have some notes that we check.
Yes.
When we check on the beauty pageant. First, we look at the beauty, yes, but the smile, we check confident, we check the walks, and we check the intellectuality of a person, how the person responds. And again, as modeling itself, it has rules. The rules that we check as we choreograph. Before there's an event happening, there must be a choreographing sections that we say people they must go through. That's what we call everything there's a practice. Then in modeling, we say you go through choreographing classes, which we expect you to excel. Then before we can even look at your beauty.
Talking about choreographing, I have to believe it has to do with dancing, which you are almost like just 50% of it because. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a dancer.
You're a dancer.
Yes.
Why is it important for those guys that compete in that competition to get into a little bit of dancing styles?
Okay. If you are a beauty pageant, if you are a modeler, you reach to a stage that you become qualified to a point that you become a choreographer. As a choreographer, that means we expect you to go and teach others. Then when you teach others, we expect you that you must be having all the knowledge that it has to do with art and culture. Then we expect that one must have those things, must have what it takes to be a choreographer.
At the beginning, man, you were mentioning about the smiles, those kind of things. Let us delve into details into it. When the flower is good from a distance,
yes,
you can say, I need it to be closer to me, or I can go closer so that I can see whether my eyes are. Talking about the beauty in this type of event that was happening these past days, how does beauty become an issue there?
Beauty is not an issue.
Okay.
Let me just clarify it, because I think everyone is beautiful.
Okay. You mean yourself also you're beautiful?
Yeah, I'm very beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I expect that everyone is beautiful, and I think everyone. Remember, before we went for a competition that we're talking about, we had auditions.
Okay.
That means the audition that we had, we have seen all these beautiful people that they were at the event. They were beautiful. Yes, that means when talking about the beauty, and there's no way that we can say someone is not beautiful when the person has passed processes of beauty, auditions and those things. Get it? Yes.
We are getting there.
Yes.
Let's just talk about the consideration or the criteria that you say, indeed, after the auditions, this is the qualities that you must have. Let's just say, for example, I'm looking to vote for a particular organization which I would mention. I can say they have got the characteristics that they fit my standard. Therefore, that's why I'm going for it. Let's talk about the characteristics that makes one to be unique on its own, that can be considered as Mr. Univen in the future.
Okay, talking about the criteria. The criteria of Mr. and Mrs. Univen, it was even 10 categories. In each category, it had 10 points. Each category had 10 points. We were checking at the beauty, which it was carrying 10. Smile, it was carrying 10. Confidence, it was carrying 10. Walk, it was carrying 10. The routines that we were teaching you, it was carrying 10. Questioning, meaning intellectuality, it was carrying 10. The eye contact, it was carrying 10. And the modeling rules, as well as an outfit, they were at 10. Then it was like a question paper, which it was carrying a 10 marks out of 100.
Yes.
Yes.
So how is the total? It's like boxing match that we do. We go to the scorecards now. Floyd Mayweather, everything scored this and this.
Yes.
Let's just talk about the criteria now. It's out of what?
It was out of 100.
It is out of 100.
Yes.
Talking about the intellectual part of it.
Yes.
The brain part of it.
Yes.
How do you determine that this one is good in terms of intellectual mind on itself? Because there are a lot of those who are not, they are good looking. Let me just rectify, they're not good looking. They are sexy, too attractive to attract guys if they're ladies. Yes. If they're guys, they don't have bright pack, but they have six pack. That's one Zion. So, and they're also handsome. So let's just talk about that one. The issue of the mind on itself. What type of things then can you say that I have attended before? If the number 2 get entered into the stage, they won't be different. There will be different questions that they ask. So how do they balance those type of questions to say this type of visionary? That's what they want.
Okay, we have collections of questions that we ask to our contestant. And the judges will come, will just take question randomly, but the question which is in relationship with Mr. Univen, for example, or a university vendor, or anything else, so that we want to rate the intellectuality of a modeler or a contestant. Then, when we do that, we'll ask question to a contestant, and the way the contestant is going to respond back to the audience or the judges, it will be different, obviously. They're not going to be the same. Someone is going to answer it better than the other. Then that's how we're going to rate the intellectuality. For example, they will ask you that if we give you 1 million, for example, and what are you going to do if you win? For example, someone can think about buying a car, doing whatever. But a good modeler or a good person will think about what? Obviously, will think about a charity. Will go to, or we track you. Obviously, when you go to interview for teaching, you can't answer like a doctor. You must specifically come to the relationship of what you're called for. That's how you someone will ask you. We ask someone to say, if you're given 1,000, what are you do? Say, I'll do something for my family. I'll do that. That's not an exact answer.
Okay, let's talk about that issue of money.
Yes.
So then, what is the importance of being part of that beauty contest and so on?
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can go further with the money in this country. Since you're also mentioning about the money, I'm sure a lot of people here, listeners, and also this guy, and also our sports reader, they're interested in the issue of money. So that next year, so again, Prefab FM is coming there to audition for the such things. If you talk about money,
okay,
yeah,
the money I brought it as a question, and it may come as an example. But if you're talking about the benefit or the money, I want you to be clear. Are you asking about the money that the rewards of the
yes, the rewards or the importance
yes.
The benefits.
The benefits. Okay, with the benefits, they differ annually. Yeah, they differ annually, and they depend on how many sponsors do we have. But the university itself, it is a stipend for the beauty and the pageant, Mr. and Mrs. Univen. There's a stipend that they said, okay, if you win, we're going to give you this certain amount.
You mean the university has got money?
Yes, which they give to the winners.
Thank you for the clarity.
Yes.
That means we know where to go when you do win money.
Yeah.
We must enter Mr. and Miss Univen.
For the sake of money.
For the sake of what? Of money.
Of money.
So that Xbox, when it's not loaded by this guy, also in the same studio, we know what happened.
Yeah,
What can you say lastly that we can say is the last things before we wrap up what is known to you? Mr. Univen, I can see the mothers still want to kick you, to say you are wasting our time. Let's move on. What are the last things that you can say about beauty pageant that are very important that we didn't mention?
I'll advise people to go and join modeling agencies so that they could understand better about beauty and pageant. And again, I'll advise all modelers to say, if you have a passion in modeling, don't wait for the time of when they call for an event. Be ready like an ever-ready bedroom. Just be practicing. And people that they have no knowledge about modeling, they must go and find information, because modeling is beyond beauty. There's a lot of things behind modeling that people they need to check. Then I'll advise people to get information about it. That's what I would like to say.
You know what, Ramazan? There is a certain way they say little knowledge is too dangerous on its own.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people that are not there in terms of intellectual that we were saying as the one of the criteria that they look for. You know what? Next year I'm in because my intellectual is correct. Rasmund Zoyen, your intellectual is correct?
Yeah, I think so. Regardless the issue of smiles and whatever. But intellectual, yeah.
I think smiles and being handsome and which you're not goes hand in hand together.
Yeah. As long as at the end, nabori ningo kono manager Susan. Regardless your color, like Saborine, if it's going to color, to wonder a winner. But again,
let's talk about the guy from Silas. Where do people find you, man? If they want to get more knowledge on its own, they want to get more insights on beauty and pageant things. If I'm sure there are ladies who are interested for Mr. Univen, who's coming next in a short while. So where do people find you in terms of guidance and those things?
People, they can get me on WhatsApp, on Facebook. Yeah, and shortly we'll be having a website for our modeling agency. Then whoever wants to get information can WhatsApp me. They can follow me on Facebook, Silas Fortunate. Then that's where they can get me.
They can get there is a lady who's very interested in you. This in case she wants the numbers. So can you give the 10 fingers?
Okay. 063 6788 342. 063 6788 342. Yes.
That's Silas for you. Is DINOSHA Agency and Event Management on its own. This is the guy that, in fact, is been trembling all over the stages of Univen and all over the batch. Mr. Univen, are you still around?
I'm still around, sir. I'm still around.
Ladies, you know what? He's still around. I can tell you, he's not only just Mr. Univen, but it's too expensive. He has got a gold on the tip.
Yeah.
So therefore, for the ladies, Rasmund Zion, I think they must get ready.
No, actually, we don't go as auditions of in your qualifier.
We have Mr. Univen and Miss Univen next right here on this particular station. Let me give you this particular jam right here in a short while. Do you hear the music that is coming through? It's Knack Music featuring Pussy and Tombi on its own.
The coolest station online.
Yeah, that's us.
'Cause we play
this.